Yo, what's good, people? So, war number 11 of the season was just yesterday. We were up against x5e. And yeah, I basically spent the whole day traveling. And then in the evening, was watching the England-Senegal game. Big win for England, thankfully. And yeah, so as a result, just didn't have a chance to record this war video, but got it going now. And yeah, we needed a win in this one. We were going into this war, we were 5-5 for the season, off the back of 3 straight defeats, and really in danger of throwing away our chances at Masters this season. So this was a huge one. Of course, 2 wars, including this one, to go, meaning we could arguably win one, lose one, but the order of that was going to matter a big deal, because if we lose this war against x5e that we're watching now, essentially I think our war rating would have dropped low enough to drop us into tier 2, and that would have meant that even a win in our last war probably wouldn't have been enough. So a lot of pressure going into this one. There's 4 fights for me to take, but yeah, we really needed that win. Obviously, I'm sure you watch my other Alliance Mates war videos as well, so you probably already know the result of this one. But let's get into the fight. So first up, we're against a Mojo on path 4A. Essentially here, the main things to watch for is obviously long distance relationships, going to put debuffs on us sporadically. There's also a steady build up fury, so if we get 3 or more debuffs on us, he's going to get a big fat fury. If we shrug them off, then we get the fury instead. But there's one debuff we can't shrug off, and that's this heal block, and that's important because there's also insult to injury on this node. So it just means our defensive ability accuracy is reduced by 15% for the whole fight, and that's important just because, yeah, parries will obviously have a chance to fail, a 15% chance. I believe 1 or 2 have already failed in this fight. So it was just something to watch for. Just, you know, maybe don't just literally go parry heavy straight away for all of them, but keep an eye out. But we had a skill champ on the team. We had Cap Infinity War, so we could shrug off those debuffs, get the fury, and we were able to get it down quick enough before Mojo can, you know, complete more of his prompts and potentially, you know, things get a bit more out of hand. But nice clean one to start the war. We're going into another Cap Infinity War fight here against American Chavez. We going to use the House of X pre-fight just because she's got the node where if you knock her down, she'll go immune to debuffs. I think it's called right back at it. So yeah, this is important. It just means we can knock her down freely and not have to worry about the debuff immunity because we've got these passive stuns now. Yeah, what else has she got? She's got ebb and flow heavy here, so or ebb and flow knockdown rather. So, you know, you just got to knock her down to remove her protection. So yeah, it is going to be again mostly a parry heavy fight with Cap Infinity War, but you see there we don't land the first parry, but thankfully we're kind of alert enough to punish her first hit, make sure she gets this particular dimension, rather than going into the purple one, which is the one where obviously then her special 2s can become unblockable. And here we're just not too worried about baiting specials because we've thrown on an invulnerability boost. We're well aware that, you know, if we push her red, that's fine, that can eat the hits on that. And it's going smoothly so far, right? You know, nothing going too wrong. She's also got aggression prowess. We've been managing that well, but yeah, there we just eat a special 2. Just it's a sloppy error, but thankfully the invuln was there, so it eats most of the hits, and we just go back and finish the fight cleanly after that. So yeah, just one sudden bit of sloppiness, annoying, but otherwise perfect fight. And we've got 2 solos at the end of the day. So those were Saturday evening for me. We're now into Sunday. It's Sunday morning as well, and like I said, I spent the whole day yesterday traveling, so these 2 fights I was quite urgent to get down. I was already running late to what I was supposed to be going out to with my friends going traveling, so I was like, yeah, I'm already holding them up. Don't want to also be holding the war up, although at this point as well, yeah, everything's clear. So it's just my 2 fights left, I believe, in our battle group. So it's a nice quick war on our end in terms of everyone else's movement. But yeah, here I'm like, yeah, I know once I start traveling, I'm not going to have reliable reception. It's going to be a bit tricky to get on. I don't want to take war fights on the move, especially, like I say, in a must-win tight war like this. So, you know, we whack our boosts on here. We've got white mags for these 2 fights. We're going to have his pre-fight on, so that's an extra 15% attack we'll have. hence just going with the lesser orange boost there. I just felt safe enough between that, the green boost, and House of X's own pre-fight. I think we had more than enough damage for these. Got the mutant power back boosts on as well. Yeah, just something written in my assignment notes as well by my officer. But yeah, these are both going to be on path 5B. There's ebb and flow intercept here, so first fight as well also has saddest. The main thing here with Black Cat is while she has her so this comes from her sig ability, while she has those like combo shield charges, if you try to intercept her, she will evade it. So the aim here is really just get these parries and heavies in to build my prowess, the ones that are more persistent, but also try and get her combo charges down before going for any intercepts, because obviously she'll evade them until that point. So here we're just knocking her down. You see as well there's a bit of a delay on her combo shield being removed. You see there, go for an intercept, she evades it, hence just trying to work it down here as well. It's been a very sloppy fight as well, and it's going to play into the rest of the fight. You'll see this is going to be one kind of shroon and just just pure sloppiness, just little mistakes. It's going to get a bit dicey as we go along, which will say special one as well. I don't know, I dueled for it but just never fully got comfortable with it, and you can see with how sketchy this fight's going, I'm just going to keep blocking these now. But anyway, we've got rid of all those combo shields. We can now safely go for intercepts. We land one, we get a special off, we go for another special, and at this point as well, I'm just like, right, get as much damage in as we can while the Fury's up. We get another couple hits and finish with the special. And how quickly that fight turned around, right? From me being pretty backed up, low on health, she still had a lot, just very quickly spinning it around on her. And yeah, that's kind of how that second portion of the fight is how it was supposed to go. Just get to the point where I can safely intercept her, or even if we don't intercept her, we could have out damaged it with the protection up. So yeah, sloppy fight, but thankfully we don't throw an attack bonus, we get the solo. And we're on to our fourth and final fight. So this is also ebb and flow intercepts. It's Misty Knight here. She's also got Mighty Charge, so that's why we've got the House of X pre-fight here, which just means, again, she can't shrug those stuns because they'll be passive. So yeah, this one's going to be much easier than the last fight. Misty obviously has a chance to shrug things, but if we've got the passive stuns, we don't have to worry about that. And it's just going to be a case of get an intercept where I can, do some big damage with my specials, and yeah, not really too much else to it. Yeah, I will probably just let this one play out, to be honest. There's not really too much else to say to it. White mags, great counter here. It goes pretty smooth. I think there we nearly got the intercept early on. I do remember this fight being a fairly quick one. You can see as well, we did get the intercept, so protection's gone, but I think we just don't get the Fury because Misty is a metal tramp as well, so the ability accuracy reduction there also affects the nodes. But yeah, protection is off. I don't think it's going to come back either as a result of the ability accuracy from magnetism. They're just standard, eat the end of the special one because why not, apparently. Go for a nice special there, get the degen on her. And yeah, like I say, you can see this one going down pretty quickly, fairly smoothly, despite, again, a little bit of sloppiness. And then, yeah, we just chucked that one into the block because she was pretty much dead at this point. So we get 4 solos, now 10 out of 11 wars deathless. Still very happy with that and hoping to stretch it into the final war. And of course, most importantly, we won. So 13-10, still a fairly close one, but we got the win. We're now 6-5 for the season and should finish Masters, I believe. So yeah, it will be a brilliant season. Hopefully we can still finish on a high note with the last war, just to make sure as well, secure that Masters position. And yeah, enjoy the rewards in the off season and see what happens from there on out, I guess. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.